What's up? This is your host Non-Fungible TC, Non-Fungible Today and Non-Fungible Tomorrow. And if you want to know why your NFT floor price could possibly dump, then you should not miss this episode, because I will tell you something that I have been sharing on Twitter. I have been sharing this potential news that why the next factor could cause the NFT floor prices to dump. But today I just want to focus this on today's news of the day to explain to you why there's a potential that NFT floor prices could dump in the near future. Okay, and Daniel Tanner, Swambat.eth, basically I think he's also a YouTuber. He has a video, he created a thread which I think succinctly explain why NFT floor prices would dump. So this will be our news of the day. So let us jump into this, right? So I have been saying in the past on my channel about the Blur airdrop, and also about the upcoming the leverage actually in the NFT market, right? So this article is pretty much about this as well. And today is actually a big day for the Yuga Labs ecosystem, because for those of you who do not know, the Bored Ape Yacht Club ecosystem is going to announce a interactive mint, right? They're going to announce something that there's a mint happening next Wednesday, right? And they're going to announce how it will work. And as a result of this, a lot of people have been accumulating Yuga Labs like Bored Ape NFTs, or maybe Mutant Ape NFTs, and also the Bored Ape Kernel Club, which is a doggy NFTs as well within the Yuga Labs ecosystem, right? So let us jump into this, right? Are the bull time back? Spoiler, no. But so where is all the market activity coming from? Prices are going up. So what is happening, right? Ready for a trip down the rabbit hole. So if you've been noticing the NFT market has rallied quite a bit, right? Which is real, right? If you look at this blue chip index NFT, in the last 30 days, we have seen, the NFT prices in Ethereum value going up. And this is actually the same for US dollar value, and it also went up a little bit more because the crypto market is actually rallying. So what is exactly happening, okay? So according to this guy is saying that before going to the why, let's look at the what. Yes, prices are going up, volume has been going up as well, right? So this is true of the dynamic top 50 to a lesser degree, and top 500 even less notable there though, right? These charts are generated by his own engine based on data, okay? So you can access it in his own website, right? So as you can see, sales activity for the top NFTs and also top 500s are going up, right? And why is that the case, right? So one is less comforting, right? You can see the last bull market very clearly on the charts, right? You can bull market pumps up, dump, pumps up, dump, pumps up, dump, 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 right? So it is not showing anything interesting right now. Whatever is going on, it's not really resulting in a lot of new projects, just existing establishing projects pumping, right? So what he is saying is that, what we have been seeing is that it's not all of the project pumping. It is only the blue chip NFT projects that are pumping, right? For example, Bored Ape Yacht Club, Bored Ape Kernel Club, Azuki, right? Pumping, right? So you can see that it's only specific blue chip projects that are pumping, right? And same for Pudgy Penguins, right? Which are pumped all the way up to 7 ETH, right? So what is going on, right? So according to Daniel, he is very bearish on the bull since it began, on the basis that these bull events are likely driven by a large number of new people entering the market, which is new money, right? And there is no reason for this to happen right now. So usually in the NFT market, when you have new liquidity coming into the market, then the floor prices go up because people are buying, right? But according to Daniel, there is no new money coming up. First of all, the macro environment, right? The economy is terrible right now, right? There's no innovation driving people up, right? And also at the same time, there's no the new wallets coming in, right? So he believes that there's 3 reasons, right? The first reason is actually, definitely check out his video for his own analysis. But the first reason is Blur, right? But not really Blur, more like the expectation of Blur, right? So basically what he's trying to say that for those of you who do not know, there was a time where the Blur marketplace came out, and then they're saying that they're going to airdrop tokens if you use the platform. So as a result, a lot of people have been farming these Blur tokens by offering different type of bids on blue chip projects and so on, right? So right now, he is saying that there's a lot of expectation, and the Blur token is going to come out sometime in January or February, right? Early 2023. So a lot of people are very hyped and creating a lot of fake transactions or liquidity, like so that they could farm these Blur tokens. So if the Blur token is airdropped in the end and if it dumps, right, it basically means that there's no longer any need for people to continue to farm these Blur tokens to fabricate the floor prices of these blue chip NFTs, right? The reason why people are trading these blue chip NFTs is that it's compared to smaller collections, blue chip NFTs themselves have the brand value and a lot of attention in the space. So there's more liquidity and there's more trading activity over there. So the first one is he's concerned that when the Blur airdrop comes out, it will, cost of liquidity that is, bidding all of these NFTs will go down, right? And the second thing, which is something that I shared as well, is the leverage in the NFT market, right? So second driver for this is, insanely risky and stupid, right? So what happened is there's a lot of lending going on BandDAO, okay? Most of the BAYs, the MAYs, 395 apes are out on loan right now. So basically what happened is that people are actually borrowing money to buy blue chip NFTs. And why are they buying the Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs? And the reason for that is actually because they have the new mint that's coming up next week, right? So that's why people are just FOMOing into the Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs and, pumping the price up, right? So this is also another analysis, right? So his question is that if the mint ends, right? If everything ends, the hype is gone, what will happen to these floor prices, right? And one of the things that I think we could draw correlation with cryptocurrency and NFT is that, for example, in Bitcoin, right? For cryptocurrency, you have different type of liquidity pool, right? You have DeFi, which is different people providing trading pairs of tokens. So when the Bitcoin token pumps, right, you see all the altcoins, for example, Ethereum, Dogecoin, ApeCoin, right? All of these other altcoins pumps at the same time with Bitcoin, but at a larger degree because of a smaller market cap. But when the Bitcoin dumps, right, all of these altcoins basically dumps in correlation with the Bitcoin, right? Because all of these trading pairs that is actually in DeFi. Similar to the NFT market, because Yuga Labs is kind of like the standard blue chip metrics for NFTs. If the Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT pumps up, similar to Bitcoin, right? When the Bitcoin comes up, all the altcoins goes up, right? Similar to NFTs, the Bored Ape Yacht Club pumps up, all the other different type of blue chip collections pump up as well, unless there's any individual issues with regards to the collection. So yeah, he's saying that, okay, because right now people are farming bird tokens and also people are borrowing money, right? And what happens if the price dumps? If the price dump, because people are borrowing money, they to buy these Bored Apes, buy these Yuga Lab assets, they will have to repay the loan, and this will cause a series of liquidation event. And if these keep liquidating, people will keep selling these NFTs in order to pay back the loans, right? And as a result, it will cause the floor price to dump dramatically. So imagine right now, if a Bored Ape is 60 ETH and it dumps all the way to 20 ETH, it will create a cascading effect for all the other NFT collections, right? So this is another reason why he's very bearish and thinks that the NFT market could dump because of leverage and also liquidation. Which is kind of makes sense, right? Because if you look at NFT statistics, Punt 9059, he actually came to the channel before. Right now he's saying the BandDAO current debt outstanding is 23,000 Ethereum at an all-time high. But there are comments saying that, hey, this number is not accurate. It's only 18,000. And if we go to BandDAO, which is a place where people borrow Ethereum to buy NFTs, you can see that the total borrow is 18,286, right? So this is not a small number, right? NFT collaterals are actually 48,463. So in total, this is actually quite high. So what are we seeing right now is the prequel of a potential liquidating event if the floor price of these NFT dumps, right? So at the same time, the ApeCoin staking, according to Daniel, is a way that he thinks is very bearish. Because right now, if you have your Bored Ape and also Mutant and also the Bored Ape Candle Club, you can actually stake ape tokens in order to generate yields, and these yields are actually quite high. So according to Daniel, he thinks that this ApeCoin staking is actually a Ponzi scheme, right? It is just to make people to stake and then earn a lot of these tokens, and then artificially pumps up the whole price, right? So that is why there's three factors affecting this bull market, which is the blur rewards, the leverage on the BandDAO, more and more people borrowing money to buy stuff, and the ApeCoin staking, right? And all of these are focused on Yuga ecosystem. And if anything happens to the Yuga ecosystem or anything happens with the price of the blur tokens, it's gonna cause a cascading effect. So that's it, guys. That's in theory what could cause NFT prices to dump. But at the same time, he did mention something that is very important, and I think everyone should remember, and that is the markets are actually more could stay more liquid compared to you, right? So the market is an irrational market, right? So the market sometimes could be more irrational compared to your liquidity, right? So for example, even though all of this seems like a hotbed for a potential liquidation event, the market could get a lot of FOMO and keep driving the prices up, and we do not see this whole dump, in a short period of time. So there is actually two factors at play right now. Right now, the traditional market is pumping up, causing crypto to go up, but as well, NFT space itself has some unique factors causing all of these floor prices to go up. So sorry for taking so much time to explain this concept, but I do think it is important. So moving on to traditional markets. So moving on to traditional market, indexes are up. Everyone is kind of positive about the upcoming U.S. inflation data. If you do not know what's that data, the CPI numbers are actually coming up tomorrow on Thursday, okay? And if you really look at this, right, Alex Becker actually thinks that the CPI, so Alex Becker is another YouTuber, he thinks that the CPI is probably going to be good, right? The CPI in a way is going to be good, that is, it is kind of to be controlled. The which interest rate high has controlled it, so maybe the Feds might not, kind of tighten so much, right? So yeah, that's pretty much. But in general, the traditional market is kind of pessimistic as well, right? Currency experts turning bullish on the euro, but at the same time, Europe looks to hold up a recession, right? So there's always this talk of recessions and so on, right? So moving on to the crypto news, right? So if you look at the crypto news, market of course rallied with the traditional market. We are 857 billion, Bitcoin at 17,446, Ethereum at 1,336. So everything is green right now. Stable coins went down a little bit. It means that money went to the cryptocurrency. At the same time, you look at the total crypto market cap. Yes, in 1 month's duration, we are up already. Same for DeFi. Bitcoin dominance kind of went down a little bit, but it's hovering sideways right now. So if we move on. It seems like my browser has crashed. Okay. So if we move on, if we look at Nansing, what smart money is doing is that they're moving to US dollars, okay, US stable coins, and some are actually moving to aid in anticipation of today's announcement, right? So yeah, guys, I think it is definitely very important to see how all of this Yuga Lab thing unfold. But in the crypto market, I do want to share about this. So we kind of mentioned about Cameron Winklevoss's open letter to DCG. So DCG actually is the mother company of Genesis, right? So Genesis actually holds a lot of money from Gemini Earn, okay, that is not being repaid. So right now, so Cameron Winklevoss previously came out with a open letter asking the DCG CEO Barry Silberg to give back the money back to Gemini Earn, right? And then, or else, if they do not provide a reply by the 8th of January, they will do something, right? And it seems that what they have done is issue another open letter. So they're calling, Gemini, a fraud, accounting fraud, and a bunch of stuff like that. And now they're saying that, hey, he's telling the board of DCG, hey, can you get Barry Silberg out and not to kick him out as a CEO, or else we would not have any resolution. And that is the latest update, right? And Barry seems like he was not affected by this, right? He came out with a newsletter to his shareholders saying that, hey, there's a lot of turmoil in the year and last year because of bad actors, but it's now time to rebuild, right? But there's no addressing how he's gonna repay the Gemini Earn holders, right? Whose money is stuck with Genesis, which is the one of the subsidiary of DCG. So another interesting news, Daniel Leque actually shared that Binance peg BUSD was stablecoin, right? Was previously partially unbacked for a period of time, which Binance attributed to operational delay according to Bloomberg, right? So ZZ mentioned that this is fraud as well, but it just shows that this, I just wanted to let you know, right? So okay, guys, moving on to the NFT news. So NFT news, I just wanted to let you know that if you are tracking wallets, hackers were able to find a way to kind of, for example, right, this is a scam, right? As you can see above, OpenSea shows that his address is sending the scam NFTs to someone else, right? But he did not initiate this, right? So using some smart contract tricks, right, hackers are able to send an NFT to a Wells wallet and then fabricate that Wells wallet transaction to send the NFT to someone else, showing that it seems like maybe the Well is selling the NFT, but that is actually a scam NFT. So do not fall for these scams. So moving on to NFT news, a base head collection review today. Whereas one sold for 15 ETH. Has the majority of this recent one been fueled by reckless NFT back leverage, right? So Curtis also say this, right? Current debt standing is all-time high. So a lot of people are starting to talk about this NFT leverage incident, right? So we'll be interesting to see how it goes. So recent McKinsey report says that Metaverse has potential to become a 5 trillion economy. So this report I think actually came up in June. But yeah, they kind of mentioned about the creator economy in the Metaverse, right? So anyways, guys, Game of Thrones season 1, series 1 of the NFT sold out yesterday. I think it was trading at 0.1-ish for unopened boxes and stuff like that. So yeah, NFT space, huge news. Yuga Labs ecosystem, that kind of stuff is gonna come up. So just to wrap up, stay safe, guys. A lot of things are gonna happen, especially on Thursday with the CPI numbers. NFT plays next week after the mint. What will happen to the Yuga Lab ecosystem, right? We do not know. Stay safe. This is your host, Non-Fungible TC, signing out.